Good morning. In the last class we have seen the sources of water and the importance of water also we have studied. Today we will learn the forms of water. There are three forms of water that you have seen. It is commonly in the summer season you need cold water or cold drinks and everything. What will you do? Because the steel container you will find it little bit warm, so that is why what you do to get cool water, you will use the fridge. You will keep the fridge bottles, you pour water into the bottles and you keep it in the fridge. When you take out the fridge water bottle from the fridge, you will drink it, it is cool. But still more, to make sarbat and all, what will you do? You will take out the ice tray, you fill it in the water into the ice tray and you keep it in the fridge for some time. Then what happens? Did you observe any time? Yes, you might have observed. So let us then afterwards, when your mother put cooker and on the gas stove, because already you are pouring water into the cooker and all the whatever the food items you want to cook it, that you are putting it in that and whistle it and keep it on the stove. What happens after some time? The whistle sound comes, and along with the whistle sound, what it comes? Did you observe any time? No. Sometimes it so happens we boil water. We heat the water and boil it. And have you seen on the surface of the water, what have you observed? Did you observe any time? No. If not, you stop observing it. When you open the tap, you take the container or glass and hold it, collect the water in the glass and you drink it. How it is? Easily it is swallowable. You are drinking water or juice or anything, you are drinking it. It is easy. So, but there are three forms of water, what I have told you just now. One, water is in the form of liquid, solid. Water is in the form of solid. How? Take an ice tray, fill it up, water into the ice tray. This is the ice tray. You have the boxes in the to keep the ice tray. So fill it with water. Then after some time, you keep it in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. Afterwards, you can take out, remove it. What you will find? There are the ice cubes. So water, when you keep it in the fridge, because of the coolness, it forms solid. So water on cooling becomes solid. Water on cooling, it becomes solid. Then after some time, you will find the ice cubes. Water in the form of ice cubes. Isn't it? Then after some time, take an ice tray, that is ice cubes and all, keep it in a plate and keep it outside for some time. What happens? This solid form of ice start getting on heating, it becomes liquid form. So ice, when it comes in contact with the warm air and all, so that time it changes into water, liquid form. So this is called melting. Solid, when you take out from the fridge, solid water, keep it outside for some time. then it will start melting it. It changes into water. Solid when changes into liquid is called melting. After the melting only it becomes liquid. So solid changes into liquid, it's called melting, and this is called liquid. Water is in the form of liquid. Then when you boil water, you will find the small smoky type steam. This is the container when you boil it. So this water, so in the form of steam you can see. So this steam is called, water is in the form of gas. Means this is the water vapor. Water vapor. So what I told you that practically you can see when you boil the water, you can see, ask your mother or somebody elderly person to boil it, and after some time you can find this on the surface of the water, the vapors are coming. So this is called, water is in the form of gas. Water is in the form of gas. Have you understood? Now solid, when the water, when you keep it in the ice tray and keep it in the fridge for for few hours, it changes into solid. So water is in the form of solid, that is freezing the water, it becomes solid. And when you take out the ice tray from the fridge and keep it outside for some time, then this ice cube changes into water, that is melting. It will slowly, it will start melting. On heating, solid changes into liquid. On heating, ice, solid, ice in the form of solid. When you heat it, it changes, means solid water changes into water, liquid form. It is called melting. Slowly it changes in the liquid form, and then you can see when you heat the when you heat the water, so you will find the steam on the water level, on this surface of the water, it will come up. So water is in the form of gas. Water is in the form of gas. So these are the three forms of water. What are they? One is solid, and water is in the form of liquid, and water is in the form of gas. On heating, when you can see the steam on the water, the steam gets out. So that is, water is in the form of gas on heating. So these are the three forms of. Now you can do one more practically. When these water vapors are coming, you can hold your hand or you can keep one plate on this. So these water vapors, when it comes in contact with the cool plate, it changes back to water. It changes back to water droplets and it will fall down. So this is called water condensation. This is called condensation. Water vapor changes back to water is called condensation. Have you understood? Water is in the form of gas. How? When you boil it, you can see the smoking. The steam is coming out, and when you hold a cool plate on it, so this steam, this water vapor comes in contact. When it touches to the cool plate, it changes back to water, and again this drops of water is falling down. So this is called condensation. Condensation. Over. Now we'll see the water cycle. How? because due to the sun's heat, because of the sun's heat, the water in the rivers, lakes and oceans, seas and all, it will get heated. It gets heated up. So that time what happens? The water level will be reduced. You can say this is the summer time. It is the beginning of the summer time, and because of the heat of the sun, all the rivers and ponds, lakes and will get dry. Why? Because the water gets heated up and it changes into water vapor. And water vapor, when it goes, it gets mixed up with the air, and the air becomes warm, and this will rise up because warm air is lighter than cool air. So this will rise up, go up higher and higher up, it becomes cool, and when it becomes cool, it forms the small drops of water. It gets gathered together to form a cloud. These are the small drops of water will gather together to form a cloud. When these small drops of water becomes heavier after getting together, then the clouds cannot hold. The drops also will become bigger and heavier. These clouds cannot hold it for a long time, and that is why this will fall down in the form of rain. In the form of rain, and all the rainwater will fill up rivers, lakes and ponds, etc. All this will be filled up. And then again in the summer season, what happens? Due to the heat of the sun, all the water will get heated up, and again it forms the water vapor, and water vapor will rises up, get mixed up with the air, and the air becomes warm. When it goes higher and higher up, again it forms the water droplets, and these water droplets form clouds, and when these droplets are the small droplets, they join, become big droplets. When the bigger droplets become heavier, that will fall down in the form of rain. So this process is continuously going on in the nature again and again. So this process is called water cycle. Water cycle. Have you understood about the water cycle? How we get water for drinking purposes and all. If there and for the crops and all also, this will we provide all this water for the agricultural purpose and all. When this get all this filled up. Have you understood? Now let us see what is the water pollution. After collecting all the rainwater into all these sources, will it be able to drink? No. Government is taking care of this water. They purify the water. Isn't it? Otherwise what happens? This will become polluted water. If we don't clean it, then this becomes a water pollution. Water will get contaminated. It will not be able to drink water. Drinking such type of water, what will happen? We get harmful diseases. So that is why we have to clean this water. River water, lakes water, or in whichever form of water the water is getting collected. So that we have to purify it. How it happens? Because we have to control the water pollution. How will you control? First, how the water gets polluted? Because of the dust, because of the garbages are throwing, and the factory chemicals are getting collected into the water. This is the water. Suppose if the factories are there, industries and factories are there. So because of this factory let out, factory let out is thrown into the water, and the village people, they will bathe the castles, and they wash clothes. Washing, this means washing clothes and bathing the cattle and all, cows, buffaloes and all here. And after that, people who are throwing the garbages from the houses, here and there, it will start flowing into the waters. So same water will get contaminated. Drinking such type of water will get harmful diseases. So this is one type of polluting the water. So, but can we able to drink directly the river, directly the rainwater? No, we cannot drink. We have to purify it. How can we purify? There is a lot of machineries, and government is also trying to purify the water. See, the sea water, can we drink the sea water directly? No, we cannot drink the sea water directly because it is salty. That is why we cannot drink it, and we cannot use this water for other purposes, inside and outside purposes. Inside purposes means for cooking, washing, bathing, and for all these purposes we cannot use it. But outside purposes, washing the cars and all, so for that purpose also we cannot use it. So this is how water gets contaminated, water pollution. Have you understood? Now you can open the textbook and see how the factory people are throwing the wastage into the river. Factory people are throwing the wastage, chemicals and all, they are allowing it to flow into the water. And here you can see the lady, village people, they wash the clothes in the river, and the buffaloes and cattle also is bathing in the water. So this pollutes the water. With this we have completed. Water is very precious. We should not waste water. We should not waste our water. Okay, then we should use it wisely. We should close the tap when not in use. We should store rainwater in tanks, drums and buckets, and use it for washing utensils, clothes, and washing the floors and all. So drinking water, we should not use it for washing and anything. So we should not, how much water we need it, that much only we have to take it in a glass and drink it. After drinking the leftover water, throw it in a bucket or somewhere, or pour it for water, pour it for plants, throw it in a plants. Otherwise you don't throw it on a roadside or on the floor. Have you understood? Now here I'll show you in the beginning, from the beginning I'll tell you. Now water is in the form of solid. Can you see? Take an ice tray, fill it with water and keep it in the freezer. After some time, take out the tray, you will see that water changes into ice. On cooling, water changes into a solid form. This is called freezing. This is called freezing. Now, one more. Here you can see ice tray. You can see the ice table. Leave it for some time. You will see that the ice in a tray, in the tray, will change into water on heating. on heating. The solid form of water changes into liquid form. This is called melting. This is called melting, and you can see this. When you boil water on the saucepan, boil it, steam, this is called a steam, whichever is coming out of that. When you hold a plate, all the steam, when it comes in contact with the cool plate, it changes back to water. So water vapor changes back to water is called condensation. So water cycle also, you can see this is the picture of water. Because of the heat of the sun, water gets heated up and water get mixed up. This water changes into water vapor and get mixed up with the air. The air becomes warm and it rises up higher. When it goes high up, it becomes cool, and when it becomes cool, it changes back to water droplets, small water droplets, and it forms the clouds. And when the cloud inside the clouds, what are the small water droplets are there? When these water droplets become bigger and it becomes heavier also, so that time the clouds cannot hold it for a long time, so this will fall down in the form of water, and all the rivers, lakes, oceans, seas will fill with the water again, and again the water gets heated up, it gets mixed up with the air. When the warm air goes higher up, high and high, it becomes cool and the water droplets become bigger and heavier, and again this will fall down in the form of rain. So this is called a water cycle. This is called water cycle. And water pollution also is in this way. So we have completed this lesson. So we have to boil the water and drink it. Bathing is washing all the clothes into the river. And is it useful to drink water? No. Drinking such type of water, contaminated water, will make us sick, make us fall sick. These make the water polluted. Water contains many harmful germs. So this type of water contains many harmful germs. That's why we have to filter the water. You can use the water filter and make it water. Many machines are there, water purifiers and all, so that we can use it and make it drinking water safe. So water is precious, we have to keep it safe. Save the water. In the next class, we will be writing new words and the question answers. Thank you.